Alright, so here we are once again. Another one of my soapbox rants, if you want to call it that. So, this is NRA, National Rifle Association. I don't expect them to quote me or support me, but I tell you, I support what they do, and that is to advocate for the Second Amendment, the affirmation of a pre-existing right to protect and defend life. Governor Cuomo and all that, I understand people being upset and hurt at the loss of life. I understand that. And as much as I am capable, not having experienced what they've experienced, as much as I am capable, I want to sympathize with the loss of love, with the loss of life. Preventable? Yes. Especially because in the Sandy Hook and Stone, the name of the school down in Park, Florida. Those two events are mentioned in their groundbreaking, I guess, state legislation, the state of New York. Their common sense gun control. Again, as much as I am capable, not having experienced the loss of life in a shooting like that, I sympathize with it. Now, according to Governor Cuomo, it is only necessary for hunters and sportsmen, whatever sportsman means, to own firearms. And so I would assume, I'm assuming because I'm just trying to understand his logic, I'm assuming that what he means by only hunters and sportsmen, that the only firearms he believes should be allowed are rifles. Hunting rifles, I guess. I would like some clarification. But, so we've got the national background check for commercial purchases. Governor Cuomo's legislation advocates or instructs that there will be a background investigation for private purchases. Okay? The problem is that the background checks delve into matters of privacy. We end up with a national registry. Like it or not, we have now a national registry of gun owners. And that is wrong. The government should not be able to provide a list of people who own guns. What the government should be able to provide is a list of people who cannot own guns. And that would be things that the federal government legislates. These individuals should not own firearms. Mentally unstable. In other words, they've gone through a certain regimen of work with a doctor, a medical doctor, a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever the case may be, this person is mentally unstable. In other words, they have to have medication in order to keep them between the lines. Okay? That makes sense. The second group that should be put into a national registry of cannot own firearms are those with domestic disturbances, especially where physical violence is part of the offense. So this is what we should look at. The people who have broken the law are the ones put into a registry saying, it doesn't matter, we don't have to put into it what they did wrong without requiring further details. In other words, I don't want to know what this person did to be on this list. All I want to know is, are they on this list? If they're on this list, I cannot sell them a firearm. Require that for private and commercial sales. That way, the government cannot say, here's a list of people who have firearms. Ergo, when the progressives, if the progressives ever finally get their way and they can go collect all the firearms, now they have a ready-to-go list. Or let's say there's a coup. Worst case scenario, I know, worst case scenario, there's a coup. They want to know who they can go get firearms from. Or there's a breach in security in our information, federal information systems. They know who they can go to retrieve a whole bunch of firearms. Better let them know who they can't retrieve them from. Guess what? I would be on neither list anyway right now. I don't own a firearm. That is soon to be changing. So, again, just a brief recap. The common sense gun control is to keep guns out of the hands of people who should not have them. It's not to keep track of the people who haven't broken laws, who have nothing in their history indicating that they would be a criminal or want to carry out some kind of harm with a firearm. They are legal and legitimate citizens. They don't need to be in a registry. The people who should not own firearms, they should be in a registry. And again, not stating what they did wrong, but just saying, hey, sorry, John A. Doe, no. John A. Smith, not on the list, yes. No, yes. That's it. I don't care what John A. Doe did not to have a firearm. All I care is that he doesn't have a firearm. Now, hold those accountable if they should have put somebody on the list and did not put them on the list, and that person is able to obtain a firearm and do something with it. That person should be held accountable for the crimes of the individual that shouldn't have had a gun. Does that make sense? That, my friend, is common sense gun control. That and holding the weapon with two hands. Keeping it holstered and out of the reach of children. That's common sense gun control. Hey, y'all drive safe. God bless. God bless America.